Hello. Welcome to a quick demonstration on the potential solution based on the requirement. Firstly, is that when you want the project manager to be notified when the percentage completed for a particular calculated percent completed based on the task is greater than 80%, for example. You would like the project manager to be notified that maybe it's about to exceed the budgeted or the estimated duration. And the other requirement that we will revisit later is that what if you don't want to overbill and you just really would like to, if the percent completed is already 100%, and if a certain resource is trying to put a timesheet and you would like to post an error that that timesheet will not be allowed, it's all because the calculated percent completed is already 100%. All right. So in this case, the first requirement in the email notification, I have here the smart event. So the smart event in here, which is based on time entry, it's an email, so it can be an add or select. I have this condition wherein the percent complete on the task is greater than 80%. So it's actually based on this calculated percent completed there. So if it's more than 80%, then the project manager should be notified just based on the email in here, which is the project manager contact email. All right, so let's try this one here. So I have this project, which is 10-101, and this one task there at the moment is actually sitting at 80%. So let's key in maybe 8 hours just to make it 90%. So I have estimated duration of 10 hours. So 1 hour has already been approved. So if I put, let's say, what will happen if I put 8 hours? So I have the timesheet in here. If I just move back January 1st there, and maybe, so that's 10-101. The task is 100, and I'll just put department in there. So I'll put 8 on January 3rd. So yep, so the date format that I have here at the moment is MMDDYY. And if I click on submit, I don't have any approval on the timesheet. So yep, it's already being approved, right? It's already there. And let's have a look quickly if I can find it. So if I go to company, smart event, yep, it's there. It's being queued. That's a smart event that we have there, which is an add and time entry. So let's see. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so this is the one that we just processed, right? So, and let's look at the task again from here. So additional information, it's already 90%. Let's have a look at the email. If I received anything. Yep, there you go. Let me just open up this email there. Yep, so this is the email that I just received, which is just now. So for your reference, time entry has been made against, task 100, making it 0.9 complete. So you can just revisit the smart event just to make it more descriptive. So just on the body in here. All right, so that's actually working. So we received that email notification. So this is will be sent to the project manager. Just a heads up that it's 0.9 complete now, which is 90% complete. All right. So that first um, scenario is actually working. So that's the smart event. So I'll just make it inactive because I don't want to be like meddling with the other scenario that I will be showing as well. So I'll make that inactive. And the other one is that if you want, let's say, if a task has already been 100% and you don't want a new time entry to be calculated against it. So what you can potentially do is that you can create a smart rule. A smart rule of that one, and this is that one, exceed budgeted hours. So it's against the timesheet entry as the object. So if the percent complete is less than 1, so meaning if it's 100 or more, then it should error out basically, or 100 more than 100%, then it should error out. Check the time entries, they will exceed the budgeted hours. So that's just the concept of this one here. So I'll just make it active. So just to see if that will actually work. All right, so it's active now. That's smart event. Then let me just have a look here. So let me just put, sorry, let me just close this one. And let me just key in a time entry again, because at the moment, right, the task here is 90%. So I'd like to make it first as 100. So I'll go back. I should be allowed to key in the same timesheet for the same period. So department is services there, and I'll put 1 because it's 90%, right, out of 10 estimated hours. So I'll just click on submit just to make sure what will happen there. So if I close this one and edit the task, so additional information in there. So calculated percent completed is already 100%, right? So what will happen now? So let's test if this smart rule will actually work. So if I click on add, and let me just retain just the begin date there, which is the 1st of March. And let me just select the project, task this time, the department services or today's date. Let me just put, let's say, just 2 hours, right? For example, for that task, for that project, I have, I worked on for that for 2 hours. So what will happen if I click on submit? Okay, there you go. So this is the smart event, which is exceed budgeted hours. That's just the name of it. So this is the one that we just saw earlier, because since the calculated percent completed is already 100%, and I'm trying to key in time entry for additional 2 hours, which is like 120% all in all of the budgeted hours, and that's why I'm receiving this error. So check the time entries, it will exceed the budgeted hours. So this is like new timesheet won't be allowed because of that smart rule, which has been made to throw an error once the percent complete is more than 100%, basically. So this will prevent like overbilling or working beyond the estimated hours, the budgeted hours. So yeah, let's try to submit that again. Let's see what will happen. Yep, we're still having that error. Yep, hope this quick demonstration helps. And please test it and see if the solution actually works. And feel free to do some tweaks just based on the customer requirements. Thank you.